relaxing through the shoulders. So you can either take the hands to rest gently on the knees or taking the palms to face upwards. So welcome to your evening Yin Restore. My name's Dani, and I'll be guiding you through your practice this evening. So thank you all for making the time to get onto your mat. So gently, again, finding just a natural rhythm in and out through the nose. Beginning to relax through your shoulders, grounding down through your sit bones, and beginning to find length in the spine. So this evening's practice we are dedicating to the full moon, which is occurring this evening. And the full moon or new moon is a time where we begin to take ourselves inward and just begin to highlight things in our lives that we may no longer require. Or it can also be finding direction in our life. So it's a time to find that stillness and quiet. And we generally make time for intention setting. Really just taking time to think about what's been going on lately. And what are the steps that you may need to take over the next few weeks to allow these things to happen. So what steps will you have to make in order to start right at the beginning? And it's a feeling that you need to take deep within your heart. Just letting go of language like I wish or I'd like, but I am. To really feel that language I am. And just envisioning yourself doing whatever it is to set this new intention and feeling that feeling. So we can always say it out loud, but when we actually feel it, that's when we can set our intentions, manifest them. You need to let go of anything that may hold you back. Just taking a moment just to let go of that mind chatter so that you're able to have a clearer vision or clearer focus without any thoughts constantly going over and over. let us just gently, on your next inhale, take the hands to prayer position at the heart. Just keeping the eyes closed, gently tilting the chin forward. And let's just bow forward to our internal self, so you can take the hands to eyebrow center. Bowing forward. And then we'll inhale, coming all the way up. And releasing the hands. So we're going to start in our Baddha Konasana, just so we can begin to calm the body. So we're going to take the feet out nice and long. So it is your choice here as to whether you'd like a deeper stretch through the spine. So either Baddha Konasana, so you're taking soles of the feet legs away from the body and the soles of the feet touching. So in this position here, you can hold on to either the feet or the shins. So we inhale first, lengthen through the spine, and then on your exhale, you can gently roll the body down. So you can see here that I can, or you are, rounding through your spine. Other option would be drawing the feet in towards the body. So drawing heels in towards the groin. Here we would need to keep the spine nice and long. So we inhale, lengthen, and then on your exhale, folding forward. So it's a different stretch. It's a deeper stretch. But in this case, keeping the spine as long as you can. So really just make it whatever version that will allow you to just begin to find just some stillness, some introspection. So this practice dedicated to our new moon is supposed to be a gentler practice where we can really just spend time to think about our intentions. With everything that's been going on at the moment, there's been lots of changes. Maybe you've enjoyed the extra family time together. Maybe noticing what's most important for you. So Yin, we come to our edge, gently ease out slightly, and it's stillness and time. It can be a very difficult practice to put the mind at bay. So just keep bringing yourself back to the breath, noticing the subtleties in the body. Noticing where the tension is, maybe through the legs, the groin. If you are wanting to, over the next minute or so, you can also take your arms through the legs and take hold of the feet. And that will allow you on the exhale to draw the body down with a little bit more, I shouldn't say force, but just allow stronger and deeper stretch. Letting the neck go, so not trying to create any strain through the back of the neck. Again, we release the soft tissue, around the bone. Creating more flexibility. I should also mention that you're always welcome as well to take any props in front of you. You can always begin in a yin posture with a much gentler version by either stacking your block above your head or even a bolster. So whatever feels the most comfortable. Noticing whether you can go that little bit more deeper. On your exhale, let's just begin nice and gently. Just preparing ourselves to gently make our way out of posture. So we'll take ground down through the hands. So if they are winding under the arms, just releasing them, grounding them down gently. And then on your inhale, walking the hands back towards the body. And let's find our release pose. So just gently drawing the knees in towards the chest, and we'll extend the legs out. So flexing through the feet, taking the hands just to take the palms upwards and taking the chin down towards the sternum. Or you can keep your gaze forward. So whatever feels good. A release is to then just work through any blockages. This is when we feel the benefits of the posture that we've just been in. So you start feeling looser, less tension through the inner thighs. Just see whether you can just allow the body to surrender completely. With each exhale, just soften the shoulders. Again, no contraction of the muscles of the back, and just let the body just fall. In and out through the nose. Very gently on your next inhale, just beginning to draw the head back to neutral. And we're going to come onto the hands and knees. So just nice and easy, not trying to wake yourself up too much. You may want to take your blanket down if you like. It's completely up to you. We're coming into our thread the needle. So again, depending on whether you would like a strong version of this, you can actually take that right leg out to the side. So it's your choice. You can either stay or begin in our tabletop, or if you have the room, extending right leg out to right side, and the feet or the toes are facing forward. So just gently on your next inhale, let's reach right arm all the way up. And on your exhale, gently threading right arm under the left. So you can either take that left cheek down, or if it doesn't go all the way down, you can place your head on a pillow or a block. So again, if you've got that leg extended, You can adjust at any time. So whatever feels good for your body. Remember, we're rotating on the axis of the spine. You're always welcome to bind that left arm behind the body or take it out in front. Fingertips down if you like. Your choice. Just make a version that works for your body. In and out, through the nose, and just beginning to soften the body a little bit more on each exhale. So if you are in your thread the needle from your tabletop, you are wanting to keep your hips stacked over the knees. Obviously, if you're feeling that's a little uncomfortable, you can even draw the hips back towards the heels in more of a child's pose with a twist. So the way we're able to deepen this posture over time is when you inhale, grounding down that left hand, lifting up slightly, and then even reaching that right arm a little bit further. Completely up to you. Just allow the body to soften. In and out through the nose. Just noticing where the tension is held within the body, so you may want to scan from the head all the way down the neck and the arms, the torso, hips and legs. Just remember, adjust if you need to. So from where we are, let's just take 3 breaths, just mindful breaths in and out through the nose, our yogic breath. Just to allow ourselves to gently make our way out of posture. So firstly, we ground down through that left hand on the inhale, pushing all the way up, releasing right arm up towards the ceiling, and we exhale, release. Well done. Just pushing back just gently to our child's pose, just for a moment, taking the knees out gently. And just on your exhale, just softening down. Spread the fingers nice and wide. You can always place the hands on a pillow or a block if you've got them. Just means you're getting a deeper stretch through your shoulders. Let's just allow the arms to gently release and the spine to neutralize. Let's just gently on your next inhale, walk the hands back towards the body and just gently drawing the knees in towards each other, or that they can stay out quite wide, so it just depends on how you feel. And before we come into the opposite side, just going to draw the body up. Now you may want to come into tabletop first, and we'll just come into a stretch through the wrists. So if you like, drawing the body on the inhale up over the wrists, and then maybe turning right hand to 3 o'clock, or if it's in your practice, you take it all the way. So remember, draw the body over the wrists, and then to deepen, you can gently circle, taking the hips a little bit further back towards the ankles. You are welcome, if it's in your practice, to take both hands. If you like, you can also slightly kneel. So it's whatever feels comfortable for you. You can either kneel slightly or taking legs apart. So whatever feels good for your body. It's okay on the exhale if you're slightly lifting up through the hands and stretching. It's either circles, big circles. Well done, guys. Just making sure that the fingers are spread nice and wide, just to protect the wrists. So you should be working through the forearms. Well done. Back in the opposite direction. If you've got one hand flipped, you may want to try the opposite side. So just make it your own. You can stretch a little bit more by even trying to slightly bend through the elbows. Just a little. It is quite intense. But it's good for our strength. Through the arms, a nice stretch, because we're always grounding down through those hands. Well done. Coming forward on your inhale, releasing the hands, coming back onto the knees if you like, and we'll just gently circle through the hands. And then back in the opposite direction. Well done. And then we're going to come into our thread the needle on the opposite side. If you like, you may even want to press hands forward so you're taking the palms to face upwards. It's up to you. It's quite intense. It's up to you. You can do one at a time, or you can do the same by just gently pulling on the hand. So some people find that a little nicer than placing all of your weight. So let us come into our opposite side. So we'll ground down through the hands. If you did take the option by extending left leg out, toes facing forward, you can stay there. If not, ground down through the hands, hips over the knees. On your inhale, raising that left arm this time. And let's exhale, lower down, taking that left shoulder under a blanket, a block, anything that allows you to gently find your position. So again, arms, right arm can be in front of the body, can be up towards the ceiling, or even binding back behind the body. Whatever feels good for your body this evening. Lifting up through right shoulder. Feeling a nice twist on the axis of the spine. So especially now, so the last couple of weeks I have been working a lot with our yin practice on lymphatic flow, fluid flow towards our lymph nodes, just helping flush out the system, any pathogens, viruses, anything like that. So any contraction of the muscles allows the fluid to make its way to the lymph nodes to filter out. So it works different from the heart, where it beats. Lymphatic flow requires contraction of the muscles. This is a really good way to detox the body every day. So Yin is amazing for that. Using rollers or balls works the fascia. I haven't spoken about fascia in a while. So the casing around the muscle. Again, bringing yourself back to the subtleties in your body. Are you holding on to tension through that left shoulder, through the left leg if it's extended? So let's gently, on your next inhale, just unwinding that right arm or reaching it up overhead first. And then on your exhale, grounding it down. We inhale, lift our bodies up and release our left arm up overhead. So we neutralize the spine. Exhale, release. I'm going to gently come down onto the belly. So just extending through the legs. You may need to miss this one, Beth, unless we have a bolster. So we are coming into a Sphinx pose. So we're either taking shoulders over your elbows if you're coming into our full posture, or you can reach the arms a little bit further to take the tension away from the lower spine. So Beth, I can't see you. Where are you? Hello. Oh, you've got your pillows. You all right to lift up onto your pillow? So I can't see your belly. Or you can even come onto the side if you prefer more of a side bend. It's up to you, everyone. You can either come into Sphinx, or even if you do have a bolster, you may want to stretch out through that left arm, coming into a side bend. So lifting up through that right arm, it's a nice stretch. So it just depends on what feels good. And we're rolling Sphinx. Well done. So grounding down through those feet. If you wanted to try, you may even want to bend through your legs. It's just a modified version. So taking the legs slightly back. It is a little bit stronger through the lower spine. You can keep them all the way out or bend them. So remember, no pain, so just modify to suit how you're feeling. Spread the fingers nice and wide, shining the heart forward, or you may want to take the gaze down towards the mat. And just over the next couple of minutes, you may want to modify into your seal pose. So it means taking the hands out to the edges of the mat, gently grounding them down, and on your inhale, lifting up through the heart. So opening up, you can keep the arms slightly bent. You may want to come into it now. It's completely up to you. So taking the feet out to the edges of the mat, or here again, if you're wanting a deeper stretch, you can bend through the legs. So we're coming into almost a bow pose. So opening the heart, spread the fingers nice and wide. So we're grounding down. Just try and close the eyes and just bring yourself to an internal place. We can soon think about our intentions. Remember, if you find any discomfort through the lower spine, you just lower down. You can even come into your crocodile arms. It's completely up to you. So just work with what works for your body. Remember to relax your shoulders, whatever version you're in. Just relax. In and out through the nose. Just allow the body to feel completely grounded. Noticing the subtleties in the body, how the shoulders dropping away from the ears. Just 30 more seconds where we are. We'll take a nice big deep breath. You can either draw the forearms down, and either coming into, into a child's pose, or down onto the belly. So you can either come down onto the belly if you're able to, taking the forehead onto the arms and just resting gently, or your child's pose. Just moving the hips from side to side, just feeling that release through the spine. So our rebound pose, this is when we feel the subtleties, the goodness as we release, having that area of the body compressed, now flood with goodness. It's one of the most important aspects, to allow it to all unblock, find that movement, chi, prana. Let's just gently, if you are on the belly, ground down through the hands in our Bhujangasana. Gently coming back to meet in our child's pose. And then gently just walking the hands back towards the body, and again we'll find long spine. And we're now coming into a wide leg pose. So if you have a block or a cushion, you may want to use it. So we just place a little block down, sitting on our prop. If you're using a prop, it's up to you if you don't use a prop. If you are sitting gently on the edge, we're just going to take the legs as wide as you feel comfortable. It doesn't have to be wide at all. Just whatever feels comfortable for you. So just notice that when you are propped up on something, the hips will tilt forward, allowing a little bit more of a stretch through your legs. So you may want to just gently, just squeeze through the hamstrings. Just gently. Well done. So let's find length through the spine, first of all. Just creating that length. Oh my goodness, I don't know if you can hear my puppy. I think there's someone in the hallway. Oh dear. Sorry guys. One moment please. Naughty doggy. Shh, Ozzy. No. Sorry guys. He's guarding the studio. He's crazy. Alright. Sorry. Alright. We're in our Zen moment, Darcy. Here he comes. This is nuts. Alright. So let's create that length through the spine. Relaxing through the shoulders. So you can either, I should say here, if you want, you can bend through the legs, so taking soles of the feet down. That's if you find it really tight through your hamstrings. If not, extend out, flexing the feet. So taking fingertips down, and on your exhale, because it's yin, nice and gentle, you don't have to come all the way down. Just wherever you feel something. If you have any props, any other props that you may want to gently lean on, you can. Just whatever feels good. If not, just either resting down through the hands. Remembering, if you feel any tension or anything beyond comfort, then you need to bend through the knees. You can place something under the knees. So just softening. Staying with your breath. Stop him. Staying with your breath, noticing now whether you can maybe go a little bit further. This is an amazing posture to really work with in yin. Many find discomfort in this posture. So if you do feel a lot of tightness through the hamstrings, just try and relax as much as you can and without any force, and just allow the body to release, the muscles to release over time. In and out through the nose, using the breath. So just notice on the inhale, slightly lifting through the spine, creating length, and as you exhale, maybe just drawing the body down a little bit further. Remember, using any props you need under the knees. Other options would be taking hold of your big toes with your index finger. But remember, no force. Hinging from your hips. No pain through the knees. Let's just gently ground down through the hands, lifting up through the spine so we create length again. Just finding your alignment. So from here, I'm going to take just a side bend. So just on your inhale, reaching the arms up, palms to touch. And on your exhale, take right arm down, right leg. And then gently, you can either bind left arm behind the body, or you may want to even just rest on the head. Or if you feel up to it, you can extend through left arm. But if you want a little more comfy, just resting it gently on the head. And then just allow yourself to lower over time. You can even take that left hand to hip. So really just stretching through left side of body. If you are able to, you're hooking that right hand to that right big toe. And then you're using your strength on your exhale to gently pull the body slightly down towards that right leg. So big toe. I'm really sorry about Mr. Darcy. The idea in our side bend is to open up through left shoulder. So you're creating a nice line down that left side. And then over time, as the muscle releases, that's when we begin to lower down. So keep that left shoulder up, so the heart shining. So just noticing now, pose from the beginning, how far you were compared to right at this moment. So you've allowed yourself to deepen over time. Note to self, don't bring furry friend. He's eating the pens now. Oh dear. Let's gently, on your inhale, just begin to come back to a neutral spine. Just allowing now that rebound. So just feeling that looseness, hopefully through left side of body. Just closing the eyes just for a moment. And let's begin. So opposite side. So on your inhale, reaching the arms up so palms to touch. On your exhale, taking left hand to left leg and taking the same shape at the beginning that you did on opposite side, whether you bent the arm, gently rested on the head or back behind the body. When you bind behind the body, it allows the heart to stay open rather than drawing the body forward. Just helps keep alignment. Then you use that left hand just to gently over time pull the torso a little bit deeper. So you can either grip the big toe with your index finger, remembering to keep that heart open, right shoulder back, whatever version you're in. So think of when we were in our triangle, Trikvanasana, side angle. We're always keeping the heart open, nice long body. The idea is to keep the spine in the best alignment that we can. Getting it bending the right way, but obviously we're all different. Our bones are structured different. It could be we could all have differences. So staying with your breath. Noticing where that tension is. Is it through the inner thighs? Or even through parts of the spine? Just notice where it is. Remember, keep the heart open. So you notice if the body's coming forward, it means you just need to come out of that left arm stretching down so much. So you might be more upright. In and out through the nose. Let's go 1 more minute. So just allow the body to relax as much as possible. So you shouldn't feel any pain, just allow the natural force of gravity to take you deeper. Can you go that little bit further? Stay with your breath. And let's gently on your inhale, draw yourself back to center. So finding a nice long spine, you may want to gently draw the legs in, hopping off your prop if you're on a prop. So it's up to you whether you'd like to just keep the legs extended or you can cross the legs, whatever feels good. Let's just find neutralization through the spine, flexing the feet if you can. Let's just tilt the chin forward. Maybe we'll do some neck stretches. So just gently on your exhale, half circles in a downward motion. So it doesn't matter if it's from right to left or left to right. So half circles downward. So as you exhale, that's when you're taking or swapping sides. You inhale as you get to one end and exhale. You may want to do half circles upward. Just be careful not to compress the back of the neck. And then gently, if you like, coming back to neutral, and we're looking up. And then exhale, drawing chin towards the sternum. Maybe just a few times. Just feeling stretch. Just make sure the shoulders are away from the ears. Back to center, and we'll just take the gaze to right and left. Well done. So we're going to come onto the spine. I'm not quite sure of what props we've all got. If we do have a bolster, then we're going to come into a heart opening posture. If you have a blanket, it can work the same, but it will be probably a little bit less intense. The higher, it's probably a deeper stretch. So if you've got a block or a blanket, you want to roll up. If you've got blocks, then we would do a different version. If you've got a little pillow, whatever you've got, all we want to do is draw our bodies back towards the prop, and then on your exhale, drawing the body over the prop. So taking the shoulders not so much on the ground. You can gently, if you like. I'm sorry about this puppy dog. Note to self, he cannot come next time. So gently, if you want to just roll up, even just a little blanket, it actually works a much more gentler way. I'll be a moment, guys. I'm coming back. It's either a rolled up blanket, that's it. So you can either extend the legs out nice and long. If you prefer a different kind of back bend, you can even take a prop under the pelvis instead. So you might want to just gently take a bolster under, just below the sacrum, and you might find that this is a nice gentler version. And you can actually take the shoulders all the way down. You can take the soles of the feet together. All you're simply doing is finding that length. Creating a back bend. So just beginning to find a softness, whatever version you're in. You can always adjust, or if you didn't want it, just where the bra strap usually is, or just under the shoulder blades, you can move your prop down towards the pelvis. If you do take the prop closer to the pelvis, you may want to extend the legs long. And also, if you're in that position, take the arms up overhead. Your choice. Just begin to find softness. You can either stay exactly where you are. You may want to come just onto a nice long spine on the ground, preparing for our Shavasana. So your choice. Just making sure that you're warm enough. And just before, if you are coming off your prop, just maybe draw the knees in towards the chest, just circling the knees. And just bringing some movement into the lower spine. You may even want to slightly take the legs, part the toes to touch, and gently rock from side to side. Until you're ready, just to extend now through the legs and coming to a nice, comfortable position. You may want to pop your jumper on or your socks or your blanket. Just get in a nice, comfortable position. And just close the eyes. And again, bring your attention just to the flow of your breath. Feeling each breath as you inhale, and each breath as you release. Just observing the breath, not trying to judge in any way, not trying to regulate in any way. Just allow yourself to find a natural rhythm. Just allow the body to be still. Breathing deeply in through the nose and exhaling as a sigh of relief. Bring ourselves back to our intentions. Feeling the energy cultivated by the full moon. Just when you feel that you're settled and calm, centered, and in a nice relaxed state, just bring your attention to an area of your life that you would like to transform. Imagine your highest vision for this area in your life as if it's already happened, as you are presently living its energy. For example, how do you look? How do you feel? What are you doing? Who is there with you? What is happening all around you? And what are your daily practices to keep you anchored in this ideal vision? Envisioning this as a daily practice making the vision as compelling and as real as possible. Your vision isn't anything that doesn't already exist within you. You just need to access it. Notice the feeling. Notice how it feels in every aspect of your life. So you can begin to feel what it is that you want most in your life to make it better. When you've spent some time just breathing into being this, ask your higher self or your intuition, whatever feels most appropriate, to show you a goal or goals that you will need to achieve in order to fully step into this vision of your life. Think of your goals and milestones along the path. What do you need to produce or gain in order to actualize your goal? Make a mental note of this. Now knowing that this goal must be attained for you to move closer to living in your vision, it's time to identify action steps to be taken each day, each week. Support structures you may need to put in place. What do I need to do this week to make me more powerfully forward in my life towards this vision? Is there a daily practice, meditation, exercise, clean eating, writing, conscious communication? Any of these to anchor your vision? Are there support structures that will help you reach this goal? Friends, focus. With your action steps, support structures, and awareness, it's time to energize them, to set them in motion towards what you desire. Visualize yourself inside a picture or a movie in your mind where you're seeing yourself take action. You are feeling inspired, empowered because of the momentum and the progress you're making. And as you look around, notice your life has changed as a result of achieving your goal. As it all merges together, you realize you are now living your highest vision for your life in this area. Step out of the picture or movie in your mind and imagine you are holding it in your hands. You no longer see yourself inside the picture or movie you're looking into. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale out of the mouth. sending it straight into the image of you living in your highest vision. Doing this 4 times to energize your intention with prana. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. 2 more in your own time. Now imagine that you float up above where you are now, taking the picture of your highest vision with you. Float out into your future and let it go. Watch your picture float right down into your future-based timeline. Now, or before the date you would like to actualize it. It's important to trust that it will land exactly where it's meant to. And notice how all the events between then and now reevaluate themselves to support you in bringing about your goals and visions. Float back down now and spread a few moments, or spend a few moments following your breath in and out, back into the moment of time. Allow yourself to feel whatever visions you've put out there for yourself. And then when you've finished your practice this evening, just writing them down and placing them somewhere you can see them every day. Just so you can feel what it is that you've put out there. And just very gently, without interruption to your body, just begin to bring your awareness back to the room. Feeling, sense, gratitude for having a clearer focus and going forward, especially at a time like this. May want to deepen the breath. Gently bringing some movement to the body, fingers, the toes. Deepening the breath. Maybe you'd like to stretch the arms and the legs out gently, or you're welcome to stay exactly where you are. Maybe hugging the legs in towards the chest And just gently rocking from side to side. And just gently bringing yourself over to your favorite side. Just taking a moment to give thanks to yourself for arriving on the mat for your practice this evening. And going with the flow of the new moon. When you feel ready, gently making your way up to a comfortable seat. And we'll take the hands to Anjali Mudra at the heart. And we'll finalize our practice with one round of Om if you'd like to join me. So we'll inhale to Om. So inhale. We'll take the hands to eyebrow center and bow forward to our internal selves. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May there be peace, may there be peace, may there be peace. Namaste.